A Roman port 2,000 years ago. Archaeologists dig it up and find 35 monkeys buried properly, with funeral rites, with grave goods, with care. That part is already strange. Then they find something worse. Some of those monkeys had their own pets, animals, owned by animals, in ancient Rome. Most people cannot explain this. Here is exactly how it worked. The site is Berenike, an ancient Egyptian port on the Red Sea, Roman-controlled, deeply connected to Indian Ocean trade routes. Spices came through here, silk, ivory, and apparently monkeys. Lots of them. Indian monkeys, specifically, thousands of miles from home. Researchers confirmed this in a 2026 study. The animals weren't strays. They weren't sacrifices. They were buried individually, with deliberate care, in what is now being called an animal necropolis, a cemetery for pets. Pause on that. The Romans who ran this port had enough disposable wealth, enough emotional bandwidth, and enough cultural permission to bury their animals like family members. No welfare state, no refrigeration, no guarantee you'd survive the month, and yet full funeral rites for a monkey. Here is why. Exotic animals were status, not metaphorically, literally. The further the animal came from, the more it announced your reach, your wealth, your connections. An Indian monkey in a Red Sea port said, "I have access to the entire known world." It was a walking LinkedIn profile. A very loud one, but it goes further. Roman elites didn't just own exotic animals. They integrated them into their households, named them, grieved them. The same culture that built the Colosseum, that watched lions tear apart people for entertainment, also wept over dead pets. Both things were true. Simultaneously, the Romans contained multitudes whether they liked it or not. Now, the pets of pets detail. That's the one that stops you. Some of these monkeys had been kept with smaller animals, likely kept as companions, which means someone somewhere decided their monkey needed a friend, that the monkey's emotional well-being mattered. In 200 CE, in a desert port city, that's not primitive. That's disturbingly familiar. The 2026 Berenike findings didn't just confirm animal burials. They revealed a level of interspecies emotional entanglement that most people assume is modern. It isn't. We didn't invent caring about animals. We inherited it from people who also invented gladiatorial combat, which is a sentence you can sit with. We still do this. We still import animals. We still grieve pets. We still use them to signal something about ourselves. The packaging has changed. The behavior hasn't. The ancient world has not changed. You have. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.